I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is July 2nd, Tuesday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So, like we've been saying, bullish. We're reaching up into these higher premium areas. We just finally reached into this middle of this big ass wick right here that you see. That was from Friday. This down wick on the 4 hour, 1 hour. You can see it the same. And now we're hunting that top. So we got non-farm payroll tomorrow and all that. And just to FYI, I have to go to the doctor. I might have some serious health issues. I don't know, but some said diabetes, some said it might be cancer. I don't know, but I don't know. That might change the direction of the way I do things, but or it might just be something stupid and nothing really. So obviously praying for that, and I got holistic approaches as well. So we'll see what happens, but I will be not trading in the AM session tomorrow, but I might be able to trade in the PM and still do the video. So I believe we got 2 p.m. FOMC tomorrow as well. So that being all said here, so if you take a look here, the bias is still the same. So you don't need to get confused here. You can see me yesterday. I'm marking this level here, showing you that this is the targets right here. When we were right here, what did we do? Well, we opened up and we retraced back into the previous day's range. That's fine. 50% at least, wiping out some buyers, and then found support and then pushed up, and then now we're here, right? And then this was from yesterday's video, and then I went over from, if you have been watching, I've also went to where was it here? It was this was from the 22nd of June when I had this same outline. So in this outline of retracing and buying up, what did we get? Let's go back to it. You'll see that we got that, but we got pretty much 3 drives up in a sense on a higher time frame, right? And then a retrace back, right? And then made now another leg up. So within this leg that's going up, so far we've had one big push and a retrace, and now we're looking at the second big push, right? So let's get to the nitty gritty here. What's it called? 1 second here. This is a little crazy. So to keep things simple, I was just showing you. Well, I'll leave that on there. But as you'll see here, when we opened up, what did we do? Well, we immediately started selling off, right? We started selling off, coming back. Look at the range here. We got this low from yesterday, and we got this high from yesterday. So the range coming back, that range in itself is a range, right? So what did we do? We came right to a 61. Look at that, right there. 61 on the head, all right? No variation there. That's like literally on the head. So understanding that, let me open it up. I know it's kind of hard to do this. Right here, when we hit that low, right there, which was the low was a 7:53 a.m. right? We started pushing. We made a push up, and we broke that high, right? Swing high right there, and we retraced back. Okay, so if you look on the 15-minute, super clean in my opinion. Let me just zoom in for you. So when I see, this is what I want to see. I mean, when I want to start trading, I want to see us down here. We have already came down and wiped out liquidity on the left side of the chart, and we've already pushed down. We've already accomplished that. There's no reason to keep going. So with that being the case, you can see the drives. You can see the drives. So you got a drive 1, and then you got a nice retrace. Then you got a drive 2 and a retrace, and then you got a drive 3 and finale. You see that? All right, and then sure enough, we push up. Now, when we push up right here, I'm on the 15 minutes still. When we push up, we're still in this inversion imbalance right here, in this imbalance, bearish imbalance that will turn into a inversion imbalance, obviously for bullish, right? But there's no break of structure. There's no shift of structure there, which you would want to see it happening there, right? Because this is the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I'm sorry, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So right here, you'd want to break, right? That would be the break, because this high turns around and pushes this price down from there. Okay. So the thing is that what this is a very shallow shift, but it is one. And especially if you know what you're looking for and they're manipulating, then this is it. So I'm saying all that to say this. So when you have this price action here, you have a last down candle right here on the 15-minute, and the body's the lowest right here. And you could see if I drag that out. Oh, wow, that's pretty thick. I'm just going to leave it like that. Blue, yeah, fuck it. Shit, I'll make it even skinnier. Okay, so you see this is the same open level. Take a look at where we hit right there. Let me zoom in here. And this is the beautifulest part of the day for catching this trade right here, which was going to be around these 853, 852, right? This 853 preferably. So right here, you can see that we have an imbalance on the 15-minute, which is this 8 a.m. candle. Okay, this 8 a.m. candle, and then 8:30 opens right here. This is the fake move down at the 8:30 price. If you drag that price out, anything below that price, if you're bullish, is going to be a great place to buy. And we are bullish. So beautiful, beautiful. Look at that level right here. Getting involved early here. And then sure enough, the price moves up. Now when the price moves up, the price is up here. Okay. So the price is up here. So now you get this little pullback at 927. We get to push. We come right to, by the way, the opening of today is the same level. It's back here. It's behind this level. It's the same level as the midnight open. I mean, it's literally the same exact level. So a nice confluence area there as support and strength. And then when the 9:30 opens up, you get this big opening range. You obviously know where yesterday's price closed here. We opened here. So price just 9:30 shot up all the way. So, what was I going to say? Also, when the price action was right here, and you see these little higher highs, higher lows, all this is order flow, right? So if you're expecting a retrace back, I am mad at you, because I would have liked that as well. But for me, I'm already in early in the day here at this time frame here when we swept this low, and we also are literally hitting the open on this candle of the 730 down candle. Also, anything below that 730 is also a good price to buy from. But and you can see that perfect level. Then we turn around and we will highlight this inversion imbalance up here, because now we're up here, right? We're up here now. So let me try to drag this over. All right. So now when you see this price action here, you're using this as support. So the reason why it does not come down all the way down here and tap like this 830 candle, like we didn't get that. We didn't get the push down and smack this candle because there's an imbalance here. You're like, well, why didn't it come in there? Well, because it's already done its job. On the smaller time frame. Look at the smaller time frame. Look how they constantly come back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it's pretty much mitigated itself. There's no real like imbalance in here. But at the same time, preferably we would have liked for it to retrace back. But you didn't get that. You just didn't get that, right? So that's just what it is. But you can also highlight this inversion imbalance as well. And then you can see on the 1 minute that we're pretty much holding price inside there. Yes, it's outside the lines a little bit, but the majority of the price action's here, and it's literally bouncing off of it. And there's a previous gap, weak gap right there. So it's holding and now it's pushing. And then when you got here, it would have been nice to see it tag right there, the opening weak gap. But they do that little off, they miss it on purpose just so it doesn't look perfect, right? So they try to look incognito. But you have to understand that up here you have already broke these highs and there's an inversion imbalance here, so you're going to hold that as support so you can drag that out. I hope this makes sense. This is very helpful, I'm sure. But other than that, so that's I'm saying all this to say this. Well, so when 930 comes, it does come back into this previous candle and then takes off, right? Also, before I continue, you can also see these last 3 down candles. 1, 2, 3. See these 3 down candles right here? So if you look to the right here, we're also bouncing off of that. Let me draw it so you can see it. And I'm just going to do it like this. And then on the 1 minute chart, you could see that, once we have went over that, now there's a change in state of delivery, and we're bullish right here, right? So as you can see, multiple tests on that. Look at that. Look at that. Opens there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times right there. All these little details matter, right? So what do? Then we shoot up. So by the way, what's the purpose of when you're obviously bullish buying from here and here? Where are you taking this to? Let me just go through the targets before we even go through anything, just so you have a visual. Number 1, the minimum target, in my opinion, for this type of day, all right? Well, before I even say the high of the day, it is the high of the day. In my opinion, it's the high of the day. That's the minimum. But also you do have that 50% of the opening range gap. That would be number 1. And then I would say number 2 would be, because that opening range gap is also with a previous week gap. And if you were obviously trading in London, you know that you guys right at the 2 o'clock, you are sitting at the previous week gap right there. See that? So perfect. Look at that right there, right? So and then this candle right here, you can see that it's the 15 minutes, my favorite time frame, obviously, because it's very, very clean. But you can see that we're holding price down with this candle. But look at that right there, right? So anyways, let's continue real quick. So then we get to here. We push up. All right, we retrace back. When we retrace back, we in this 1 minute candle, this 1 minute imbalance right here. You can see here it's the 931 candle. You can see that we slightly tap in it. So when we pushed all the way up, right, and we retrace back, yes, we're at 50%, right, but then we tag in very slightly in there. And when it's really bullish, write this for your notes, obviously, but when it's really bullish, you want to see these imbalances, the top 50%, you would like to see it stay. You want to see the bottom 50% stay unfilled, because that means it's very powerful and it's moving and it's strength and there's strength in the move. So you don't want to see it come below 50%. Yes, can it? Yes, of course it can. But what I'm saying is that you want it to tap in and be gone. That's just like when we had this daily imbalance, and you would like to have seen it maybe hit the 50%. No, you actually don't. You want to see it unfilled, because that shows strength. And sure enough, we got the strength to the top side. So with this is just us tapping in just right here. And this is it's fractal, so obviously a higher time frame is the same thing. But in this case, when you just tap in like that and it goes away, that's to really show you strength. So you could apply it to the same idea on the smaller time frame, right? So beautiful buy right here as well. Another entry. And then when we get to here, let me try to make this simple. We push out, right? We push out. We have now taken out the high of the day right there. You see that? So we've taken out the high of yesterday. We took out yesterday's high. And at this point, you're right here. You get a pullback once you take it, and then you get another push up. Then you get a nice little retrace, not deep enough. I was expecting to see it maybe even come down back into here, because on a 5 minute this was pretty wide open, and there's a 5 minute imbalance, right? Well, I'll just go to it, I guess. And then you'll see it on the 5 minute. It's completely empty, right? Like this area is completely empty. So but at the same time, the problem with this area is that you're going to see a lot of strength of price action here. Look at this area here on the 1 hour. This 2 o'clock a.m. on Monday. This candle right here, because this is a support area. This could be a support block, and because there's a low and the high is there, and then it has a lower low. So when we bust through, we come back, and then we eventually might respect it, because there's this previous price action sitting here from resistance. Now you can say it turns support. So that's why when this retraced back where it did, let me go back to a 1 minute so you can see it. this price action here, you'll see, look to the left of the chart. Actually, I'll just draw it. I'll just draw it. Put it right there. You drag it all the way through. Take a look. You see how we retrace back and we're literally like not going below this level. That's because this area here. If you were waiting, I'm gonna move this over. If you were to have put it here, I also wouldn't have been mad at you. But as you see, you don't even hit it. You don't tap it. So just a little bit of refinery. But also here, this area is a good buying place because 50% of this down range from here to here with these, with these candles right here pushing down, this is a nice demand area. So, this area is going to get pushed and they're going to leave that open. And you would expect to see this open because of the strength as well, right? So that's just what it is. And if you look on the 15-minute, you can see a lot of it. It didn't bounce back from here, but they retrace back for any regular push out artist. But they're not giving you a chance to really get back in, just in case you were waiting for perfection there. But they did retrace enough. And if I was to put a let's 15-minute imbalance here, you could see we do miss it shy of 50%. So let me this shouldn't even be this color anyway. I don't know why I'm doing that, but let me see here. And you see we're shy of 50% of it. But the top 50% is what you're seeing filled. And that's expected in a very, very bullish day. And sure enough, as the price took off, right? So anyways, that's explaining this right here, this area here. And also then when we get here, just from yesterday's video, if you watch it, so it makes sense, you'll see that when we pushed up, we retraced back. Look at this imbalance right here, holding for the rest of the day as support. And I'll just drag this out right there. Look at that. Look at that. So bounce, get 3 drives up pretty much, retraces back, still at that 50% here. And and also this this right here, this down candle. This is a 5-minute down candle also, by the way. And maybe you'll see it more clear there. So I'll go to a 5-minute. Whoops. Go to a 5-minute and you'll see that we take this last down candle. See that? See that last down candle right here? This 1020. See that? That last down candle right there. We got the imbalance and we tap in. It's beautiful area right here for another entry and buy. So anyways, and then let me go back to 1 minute again. And then yeah, nice support there. Nice oversold right here. Look at this. Look at this divergence right here. Beautiful if you want to enter right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Takes off. Now, when we get up here as well, you see how it reacts right there and it comes right back. Where is this? What is this? This is the actual first level of the wick. So this supply wick, which will probably turn inversion obviously, but this wick right here, when it rejects here, it's rejecting because it just entered it. So obviously the 3 levels here in this wick is the opening of it. You have the middle range and then you have the high of it, right? So as soon as it hits that top of the wick, bottom of the wick, the open of the wick, big reaction comes down, right? So nice sell, right? Nice trade right there. And then anyways, when it pushes up, see how it reacts right there at that first back at the open of the wick. Then it shoots right to 50%. See that? And when it gets to 50%, you can see it playing around and hovering over it. Even if I drag this out, you can see it. Jesus. You're like, dude, do it on this side. Okay. So you can see that bouncing around it. Look at that. See that? Tagging around it. So anyways, now we're here. And when we were doing all this work, we understood that Nas had a higher low when we made that low of the day. we had S&P take out their previous day, and we had Dow take out their previous day. So this was really getting pushed up. Look at that, man. Fucking gorgeous. Right? So anyways, that being said, nice little retrace right there when we had higher highs here in S&P. And then when we got back down here, we continued with lower lows here while we had higher lows here, and that just pushed us up. So real nice day. But also dollar is just also kind of consolidating and playing around. So we obviously came back to that gap right there that they had, and this is where we're sitting. So how long have I made this video? Damn, I know I've been making long videos too long. You already know the game plan. It's to the moon, right? So, but with NFP and this week, the first week and the second week of the month are obviously always challenging to begin with, especially the first week. So the best weeks in the month are obviously the last 2 weeks, especially the third week is the greatest, especially. But in general speaking, we're off to the moon. All the historical data, the 5, 15, and the 30-year all are pointing directly up from July. The whole month is buying. So we should see at least 3 bullish weeks in a row. I mean, something stupid like that. So right now what we're doing is we just came up here, we consolidated, and now we're just continuing. We're expanding out. So where do we go with tomorrow's I mean, do they come back and get into this area? It can stay unfilled. This can stay unfilled because of the fact that another reason why they make it stay unfilled is because they want to keep pushing for higher liquidity. So this will be a breakaway imbalance and will stay unfilled in general speaking, and you can use that on the smaller time frame. But other than that, I don't know if they're going to come back into this imbalance right here. You want to see it respect 50% and then just take off to the races up. I don't think I have anything else I need to mention. Even if you looked at these other assets, I mean, they're all bullish, bro. They're all bullish. So there's no, look at this manipulation down. They're making it hard for you to catch that ride up, because look at it. Look at a little low right there, low right there, low right there, low right there. By then you're like, I ain't fucking buying no more, right? And then perfect excuse to take off, and you can see the expansion today. All right, you guys take care and God bless.